Next, we want to look at some application problems that depend on solving right triangles. A 73-foot flagpole casts a shadow 51 feet long. Find the angle of elevation of the sun. So I'm going to draw a little picture of this. Here's my flagpole, okay, and it is 73.0 feet long. Let's just say the sun is up over here, shining like that. The sun's rays come down, and so the flagpole then casts a shadow that is 51.0 feet. Now we want to find the angle of elevation of the sun, so I'm going to put that in as theta right here. So the trigonometric function that relates this angle theta, this side and this side, is the tangent function, because the tangent of theta is the opposite divided by the adjacent. So I'm going to write this relationship this way. The tangent of theta is 73.0 divided by 51.0. That means that tangent of theta is, let's say I work this out on the calculator, 1.4314. And I'm just showing the first 5 digits of that. I use my inverse tangent function on the calculator to get theta equal to, and let's say I want to round to the nearest tenth of a degree, 55.1 degrees. So if I have a 73-foot flagpole, I know the flagpole is 73 feet high, and I measure the shadow and it turns out to be 51 feet long, then the angle of elevation of the sun from the ground like this must be 55.1 degrees. Here's our next problem. Lompoc is 18 miles due south of Nipomo. Buellton is due east of Lompoc and south 65 degrees east from Nipomo. How far is Lompoc from Buellton? Well, I used to live in Lompoc, so I know where that is. We used to travel to Buellton, and now I live kind of close to Nipomo. So I just want to remind you that when we do these problems with north, south, east, and west, that the coordinate system we use looks like this: north, south, west, and east. Okay, so I can use that as reference. Now let's see, Lompoc is 18 miles due south of Nipomo. So I'm going to put Nipomo over here. Okay, and then Lompoc is going to be 18 miles due south of that. So that'll be 18 miles, and this will be Lompoc. Okay, now, so here's Nipomo, and Lompoc is 18 miles due south. And I'm using my little reference thing right here to get these things lined up just right. Now, Buellton is due east of Lompoc and south 65 degrees east from Nipomo. Let's take care of this first. Buellton is due east of Lompoc. Well, if this is Lompoc right here, then to go east, I go this way. So Buellton is due east of Lompoc. Now, it doesn't tell me how far that is. That's what I'm looking for, but I know that Buellton is south 65 degrees east from Nipomo. So the bearing of Buellton from Nipomo is south 65 degrees east. So I'll draw this line in. That angle must be 65 degrees. So now does that look like the diagram that describes the situation? Lompoc is 18 miles due south in Nipomo. Buellton is due east of Lompoc and south 65 degrees east from Nipomo. Now what I want to find is how far is Lompoc from Buellton, so I'll let that be x. And let's see, I have this angle, the side opposite and the side adjacent. That again is my tangent ratio. Tangent of 65 degrees is equal to x divided by 18. Multiply both sides by 18 and I get x is equal to 18 tangent 65 degrees. I do this on the calculator. 18 times tangent 65 comes out 39 point something. Let's say I need to round so that I have my nearest degree. So I want to round to 2 significant digits, because this side is 2 significant digits, so I want this one to be also. So that will be 39 miles. So a little bearing problem where we have to use our diagram for north, south, east, north, south, west, and east. And Nipomo, Lompoc, and Buellton, and knowing this information right here, that this is 18 and this is 65, I can find the distance from Lompoc to Buellton, rounding off to 2 significant digits. That comes out 39 miles.